Welcome to CLO Ed TV. Wanted to share one of my recent vacations. Sometimes I need to go and travel to get inspiration, and I went ahead, hopped on the Amtrak, and I really enjoyed the trip. I got to see a lot of different states along the way, and surprisingly, it was roomy and coach. Here you can see some of the views, and right here there's the DeKalb County, Georgia, and we were just traveling and enjoying the trip. I just really think it's important to relax, take a break, and travel every once in a while, especially if you're working really hard. Always take a break. When we arrived at our Airbnb, we stayed kind of near Magazine Street, and right around the corner was this Catholic church, and it had sort of like a thing you could go into. Now, one thing about when you go to New Orleans, you're going to see some beautiful architecture, some beautiful homes that you could tell have that historic feel to them. And it's just amazing. I really love the architecture, and it adds a certain charm to the city. Now, amongst the various restaurants and places we visited on Magazine Street, we stopped by this really cool antique shop. There were a lot of different pieces in there, very unique, and it's some unique ones that you can only see in the city of New Orleans. Now, right around the corner, we were able to meet a very eclectic artist, and this was amongst many of the places we shopped at. And it was just really cool how they took the oil barrels and really made them into their own funky like designs with faces and tin cans and all sorts of stuff. But this was a really cool area to get some custom artwork. As you can see here, there were some plants here as well as metalworking. And here you can see me by one of those oil barrels. It was very cool. Now, by no means I cover nearly even a fraction of what there is to offer in New Orleans, but if you go to the city park, there's also a museum of art there, and there's a free tour that you can go to. And these are just some of the pieces that were there, but definitely check it out online. There are so many different pieces, and if you're able to go to New Orleans, definitely check out this area. You're going to see all sorts of different sculptures and artwork. Now, this channel is art, design, and engineering, and sometimes it's good to go to different places and gain inspiration, also to see what designs can spark your creativity, and that way you can take some of the cues and incorporate them in your own designs. And here you can see how massive this statue is. I thought this piece was interesting because it's almost like an infinite man that continues to go on top of the next man. That one probably took a while to do. Now, this one was really cool, sort of like a vanishing staircase. I think this one had to deal with the hanging fruit. Right here, I've left the information for the artist there if you want to check him out and research his art. The only thing that I thought about as I walked through this park is why hadn't I visited New Orleans sooner? So definitely check out new areas, and if you haven't been to New Orleans, definitely check it out. It's very much worth the trip. Over here you can see the famous Canal Street, and this connects you to a lot of stuff in New Orleans, and also connects you to the infamous Bourbon Street where Mardi Gras is held. And what surprised me is they actually had the crystals right in front in the beginning of Bourbon Street. Now, on Bourbon Street, there's so much shopping and so much to do there. So even if you go off of Bourbon Street, it's full of things to do. Here's the crystals again that you can see right there. And this was one of my favorite parts of Bourbon Street. It was like a little jazz corner in there, and they had food. I actually tried French baguettes for the first time, and they're really good, guys. Here's some of the infamous slap your mama seasoning. Now, I never thought that there was this popular in this area, but it's amazing. It was just really nice to go on Bourbon Street, absorb the scenery, and just really enjoy the beautiful scenery and the weather. And there's the slap your mama seasoning again. I guess it's so good to make you slap your mama, I guess. Now, surprisingly, I didn't see one alligator, snake, or anything when I was down there other than what may have been in a jar or preserved, but apparently they make alligator sausage here. That's pretty interesting. Here's more of downtown New Orleans, and this was my favorite place to shop in New Orleans. This is the French Quarter, and when I say they have everything you could think of here, they literally have everything you could think of here. Now, I learned a lot going here and how people displayed their stuff. It was very neat. They had a food court and so many different areas to shop. Why I said there must be a lot of alligators here? Well, you're about to see in a minute. They had a bunch of alligator heads there. In this area, I actually found some art that was actually made with dominoes. I mean, it was so cool. I never seen anything like that before. Now, if that snake was caught here, yikes. I know it's poisonous. Overall, the French Quarter was a great experience as far as shopping and in the market, and I definitely got to go back here to pick up some more stuff. What's interesting is there was an actual shopping mall right alongside the Mississippi River, and they had this really cool store named Hashtag. In there, they had a bunch of different t-shirts, book bags, a lot of cool anime type stuff, and it was just really cool to go into the store and look at that type of stuff. And I want to show you something really cool a little bit towards the end of this part. Here's some of the t-shirts and different merch, and there's the Mississippi River right there. You can actually catch the trolley, or they have even steamboats up there. Now, this is a different mall in New Orleans, and what they had here was interesting. It was actually a rhinestone store. Now, I have done rhinestones and made templates for them, but it was really cool to see a store that had all these different rhinestones in there. So I'm gonna let you guys take a look at that, and then I'm gonna pick up on the other part of the video. Now, this was one of my favorite parts of New Orleans. You literally could take your one pass and you could ride the bus, you could ride the carts and the ferry. And out here, not only did they have shopping areas in the mall, they also had good scenery, fountains, and it was just great weather, and it was just an experience. Here we're on the boat and just looking at all the water, and as you can see, those are some of the other boats there. And literally with your pass, you can get anywhere within the city, whether it's by land or by sea. Well, river in this case. And here we're riding, I think, number 21 or number 18. I don't remember which one we were riding, but basically you can ride this on Magazine Street, Canal Street, anywhere you need to go. They got transportation for you. So if you don't plan on driving, you don't need to drive. One thing I really loved is to see the palmettos, and it was just an amazing scenery in this city. So overall, I really enjoyed the trip to New Orleans. And if you've been, let me know what part of New Orleans is your favorite place to go. And if you haven't been, have you thought about going to New Orleans? Really, I haven't even covered a tenth of what New Orleans, Louisiana has to offer. And I'm definitely going back again sometime soon. So guys, thank you for checking out my channel. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.